Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. We're just about 7:47 a.m. So if you're getting to work for 8 and taking the children off to school, you should be on the nation's roads. But remember to drive safely because we want you to get there in good condition. All right, we continue conversations this morning in studio and we speak with Apostle Josanne Dyer as we speak about a book launch upcoming and really exciting time. And so we're going to have that discussion this morning. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course, and thank you for being here this morning. And we're talking about a book launch. Now, every time we talk about a book launch or somebody producing something here on the island of Tobago, it's always a proud moment for us because we know that Tobago is filled with talents. There are lots of persons who have so much on the inside of them to share in the public spaces. And so I want to say congratulations first and foremost to you for this book. The name of the book is Graced for Your Next.
Yes.
So we want to talk a little bit about that. What inspired this name and what can we expect coming out of this book?
Well, first to begin, good morning to all our viewers and to the morning show from Tobago Updates. Thank you for having me. So Grace for Your Next is a devotional. What inspired this book is that I wrote a book previously about 4 years ago called Kairos Seasons. And I had taken a break, just had a baby last year, to be exact. And I wasn't in any frame of mind to go back and write. But then I had those persons who would have read Kairos before, and they would keep prompting me, Apostle, when are you writing the next book? Apostle, we need a devotional. Apostle, try and do something again for us. And one day I decided, you know what, Lord? Speak to me if you would have me go in and do another book. So coming down to the end of 2023 into New Year's, actually it was All Year's night, the Lord gave me a word called Graced for Your Next. And he said to me, everything you're going to face in 2024, know that you're going to be graced for that. Now, when he gave me the word, I thought it was just a sermon. And then in January, he said to me, develop a book and make a 12-month devotional. I said, Lord, a 12-month devotional? He said, yes, you struggle with a daily devotional. Why not make a 12-month devotional? 12-month meaning a devotional chapter for a month. And this is how it arrived. I started to think about a way that could capture a person daily, but not be so stressful, making you feel like you did implement yesterday, but you have to move on for tomorrow. And I've done devotionals before, study devotionals, and I realized when you do daily devotionals, a lot of times we don't implement what we did the day before because the books are created for you to move on. But I realized sometimes some things need to marinate in order for it to cure. Mm-hmm. So when I did Grace for Your Next, it was this in mind. Give a team a prophetic word for your entire month. Mm. So this devotional is written by the month. So you have one topic for the entire month. So you marinate this thing. Mm. So even if you miss today, you catch it tomorrow. If you miss tomorrow, you catch it on Friday. So you don't feel rushed that I'm doing a devotional, but I'm not having any change. You give yourself a month to see changes, to work on it, and to have implementation. And I found this method works better for me. So I said, why not try for someone else and see if maybe it would help the readers out there who feel sometimes like they just need to quit a devotional. I've been there many times. I would start a devotional, every day, and then by the first week, that devotional goes and packs on a shelf.
That's right.
Because by the time I skip Wednesday, I forgot Tuesday. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. I didn't put in the work. Let me just go back to reading a scripture a day. And I have so many on my shelf I've never completed. And I said, why not do one that helps the reader for an entire year, but they have control of where they want to start their year. So the devotional is written in such a way that you can start your year from this month.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. And I want to agree with you there because I too have been there. And sometimes it's really overwhelming and it makes a demand on you when you have to read something new every day and you have to
Yes.
keep up with it.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't even retain the information.
Nothing.
You forget
You
what
just
you
move
read,
on. Yes.
it's like you're
Keep
reading.
thy peace.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And so I embrace this type of
Yes.
devotional that you have created here. And you mentioned something earlier when you said you received the word
Yes.
and you thought it was for a sermon.
Yes.
And a sermon is really all nice
Yes.
and good as well, but
Yes.
it's the same thing.
Yes.
Sometimes you sit in a sermon and you take notes
And not
and then you
retain.
don't retain it. You don't retain anything. You can't
True.
apply it to your life.
True.
And so I see why you put it in a devotional for an
Yes.
entire year. And you've
Yes.
given the reader or the
Yes.
user a whole month
A whole
to
month
go
to
through.
work it into their spirit, do evaluation, do prayer time, writing their declarations. So you have a month. So even if you miss this week, you can catch back up next week. You can start over again the following week. You have a month to get that topic in your spirit. And you don't have to feel overwhelmed. You don't have to feel like, oh my God, I'm not an avid reader. Oh my God, I failed at this thing. You know what? Just quit. So many of us, our lives are so busy. We cannot be avid readers. But the devotional is fashioned in such a way that even if you're the worst reader in the room, you don't have to feel like you cannot read. You can still pick up the devotional. It's an easy devotional and just use this topic for the entire month. Like for instance, there's a chapter called My Master Key, Humility. That is an entire master key for the entire month. So even if you didn't get to do it this week, you can say, okay, I'm still in month 3. My master key is humility. Let me read again. And Joseph in Potiphar's house. So you don't feel like, oh my God, I didn't get the pieces here. No, you can pick up and keep going every week till your month is out. So you feel more accomplished, you feel more fulfilled, and I'm guaranteeing you are going to have more changes than just saying, I read a book. You're going to have now time to have it marinated, cured, and now applied to your life.
And some devotionals, as you rightfully say, they start January to December. So you have to start on January 1st
Yes.
and end on December 31st.
I quit in no time.
That's right. But this book, is it designed? Can you start from any chapter or do you have to start from the beginning?
Any chapter. It is not named January, February, March. It just has month 1, month 2, month 3. So when God gave this to me, he said, design it in such a way that if the reader starts month 1 in October, they can finish month 12 in the next year. So wherever their month begins is their month 1. So it gives the reader and the user more freedom to redesign the devotional to suit their busy life. This devotional is really for busy people like myself who don't have the time to sit day after day with a devotional that tells me every day to do something new. I need something that stays in my spirit, helps me, and grows me. I don't need it fast. I need it slow. Some of the best meals are slow cooked meals.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, that tagline there just piqued my interest even more. And I might probably get 10 copies for persons who need to have it. So tell us a bit about the book launch. When is it taking place?
So my book launch is taking place on the 28th of September. That is next week, Saturday. It's happening right at the Home of Restorers. That is Lot 3 CLP, Orange Hill Road, Orange Hill, Scarborough, Tobago. We're having an awesome evening plan with yours truly, moderator, Deaconess Miss Adanna Combie. We have music ministry by Renee Fortune all the way from Trinidad, and our very own Chantel Lindsay, and many more that will be happening on the day. So it's a fun evening, packed. It won't be a long evening, but it'll be an exciting evening. Books will be on sale, signing will be on sale, will be present. We'll be able to do photos. And most of all, we'll be able to celebrate that God has released another book into the kingdom of God that we can use to challenge our spirit. We can use to grow ourselves. And maybe you're like me. You suffer a lot by not getting the work done sometime. And you're saying, God, I need to do better. Because that's me. That's how I did the devotional. God, I need to do better. But I'm not in the race to be swift. It's not about
That's right.
doing it swift, but it's about getting there.
And the substance.
And the substance. So I mightn't get there as fast as others, but Lord, I'm coming.
That's right. That's right. Oh, I love this so much. I love this so much, and I'm really excited about this. And is there a fee for entrance to the book launch?
No. What happened is that every time I write a book, the Lord always encourages me to make my books a blessing. The only fee that would be on that is to purchase a book, because I really, if I could give my book away at a cheaper cost, I would as well too, because it's not so much about trying to make a dollar. It's about getting this tool in the hands of somebody that can transform their lives. So I always try two things to do with my books. Not make it overwhelming. Don't put plenty pages in it. Don't put too much writing in it, because I suffer from these things in reading, right? Don't put too much pages in it. Keep it simple, because my audience I'm targeting is the busy folks who need it simple.
That's right. That's right.
And sell it with a price that anyone can afford.
Absolutely, absolutely amazing stuff happening there on the 28th of September. The book launch, Graced for Your Next. You want to get your hand on your own copy, so come on out. The invitation is extended for you, especially if you live a busy life and you want to improve your relationship with God and position yourself for greatness. The grace is available for you, because we know we live busy lives and there are high demands on us, but there is grace for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Apostle Josanne Dyer as we speak about the book launch happening there on the 28th of September from 3 p.m. Graced for Your Next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we have to end the morning show on Tobago Updates Television, but we don't end our programming here. We head on over to GMT, and as we go, we invite you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live.